Welcome guys, this is Joe here with liveanabolic.com, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can increase growth hormone with exercise. And so we're just going to talk about a few things. One of the things, if you are just jumping on this video, that you do want to know about growth hormone is that it is a very important component to enhancing a lot of things in your life. So one of them is muscle mass. And, that just sounds like common sense, of course, because if you follow along with sports, you hear about growth hormone and how athletes are using growth hormone to increase their athletic performance, their strength, their muscle mass. So I do have a study. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to link it on the page for you here. It's from the International Journal of Endocrinology, and basically what this study showed is it took several individuals, and it had the males separated into a placebo group and then into a group that were administered growth hormone. And this took place over the course of 6 months, and it showed that the group that was taking the growth hormone supplementation, they increased in their leg press strength far more compared to the group that was in the placebo group. Not only that, but they also increased their lean muscle tissue. Okay, so that's one of the benefits of growth hormone, and of course every guy wants more of that. However, not all of us guys want to get injections or, take any sort of chemicals in our body that isn't necessarily natural. What we want to do is we want to increase growth hormone naturally. I'm going to show you how to do that in just a couple of minutes. So just keep holding on tight for me because I'm going to show you how to do that, or you can just skip ahead in the video if you would like. But I also want to talk about how growth hormone also helps increase fat loss. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to pull up another study here, and this was a study published in Hormone Research. It's another journal, and basically what it shows is that growth hormone is able to break down, the administering of growth hormone helps accelerate the breakdown of lipids, so that helps break down fat. In this study, what it did, it took 24 obese patients and put them on a caloric deficit. Now, the caloric deficit is already going to help the individuals lose weight. So at that point, if we were to stop there, then we would say, of course, the individuals lost weight. They're at a caloric deficit. However, when it took the placebo group, it had a placebo group, and then it had those administered with growth hormone. It showed that those who were in the placebo group actually lost muscle mass during the caloric deficit. So during that diet, they ended up losing muscle mass, and that was over the course of 12 weeks. Now, they did lose a little bit of fat. However, the group that was administered the growth hormone, they lost more fat, but they also increased lean muscle mass. Okay, so that's a big difference, because most of the time when dieting, your goal is to maintain muscle. So anytime you're dieting, your goal is just not to lose it. It's to keep everything that you have. However, when these individuals were given growth hormone as a supplementation, they increased their muscle mass as well as burnt fat. So that's another significant component about growth hormone. And like I said, that is the administering of a growth hormone supplement. And for most guys, we don't want to put that stuff in our body because there are side effects that do come with it. So that's something that we want to prevent. If you're one of those guys who likes to do things the all-natural way and see how you can increase these hormones in your body, testosterone, growth hormone, without the use of drugs or any type of synthetic chemicals or whatnot, then you have come to the right place. So the last thing I'm just going to show you here is this another study. And this one shows here just how it improves individuals with ED. So I'm not really going to go much into this study here, but what it shows is that growth hormone has a connection with your performance, with your ability to rise to the occasion, if you will. And so, growth hormone can help in that area if you're a man struggling with that problem. Now, the thing is, again, if you don't want to do drugs, let's find an all-natural alternative. And if you're watching this video, exercise is what you're looking to do. How can I exercise to get more growth hormone? Well, this is how you're going to do it. So this study here is showing how weight training in circuits, well, this graph, I should say, weight training via kind of like a circuit training is going to provide a better human growth hormone effect. So better growth hormone with, you can call it complexes. So if you follow any of my anabolic running programs, you see that they go very quick. Unless it's the anabolic running program itself, which has amazing benefits for growth hormone, which I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to link down below the page where you can read more about anabolic running. And I'm going to explain a little bit more about that in a second. However, with any of my anabolic training programs, you'll see that the goal is to move through them as quick as possible. So you're not taking a long amount of rest. And if you see in the chart here that I've gone ahead and I've placed up on the screen, it shows that the less rest time that you have during strength training, the higher you're going to increase your growth hormones. You're going to get a better growth hormone response when you take less of a rest between exercises. Now, with traditional strength training, you're taking a good maybe 3 to 5 minutes between each exercise. Maybe 2 minutes, some of you maybe 1 minute. Okay, now the closer you get to more that 1 minute mark, 30 seconds to 1 minute mark, the better you're going to be at getting more of a growth hormone out of that experience. Okay, so you want to make sure that if you are strength training and you're training for more growth hormone, okay, you want more growth hormone flooding through your veins, then what you want to do is you want to use a complex type, not complex as in difficult, complex as in combined exercises that you're able to move through quickly and complete the workout that you have scheduled with as little rest as possible in between sets. So you're just moving. Okay, this can be done with bodyweight exercises. This can be done with weights. This can be done with kettlebells. Okay, so whatever you want to use as your mode of exercise, you can use that. Just make sure you're flying through these exercises. The next thing that we'll get into is anabolic running. Now, I've gone ahead and I have just put on a screen here just a study that was done. So now, anabolic running will increase your growth hormone levels by 540%. Okay, and that's from the very first workout. 540%. You're already, ramping up your growth hormone levels like crazy. So that's something that if you wanted to do today and you're like, hey, I want to increase my growth hormone with exercise starting today, right now, then go ahead and I've left more information about anabolic running down in the description box below where you can click and you can read more about how to administer anabolic running into a workout today. Okay, so you can get started today increasing your growth hormone. Okay, so anabolic running it actually can be done either indoors. It doesn't necessarily have to be running. It's just the anabolic type approach of doing cardio. So with anabolic running, you'll be able to also increase your growth hormone. So there you have it. You have two types of exercise that you can use starting today to begin increasing your growth hormone levels. Now, one last thing I want to share with you, which is super important, is growth hormone has been shown to correlate less growth hormone with the more body fat that you have. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put a chart on the screen for you so you can go ahead and take a look. And what it shows is that the more body fat that you have, the less growth hormone that you have. So, when you do exercises like anabolic running, or complexes, bodyweight complexes, barbell complexes, whatever it is, and you're decreasing that fat, and you're also doing these exercises that are also increasing your growth hormone, well, as that fat continues to decrease, you're also going to be increasing your growth hormone naturally as well. Okay, so if you have a certain level of growth hormone right now that is kind of your baseline, and say you lose 20 pounds over the next 3-4 months, well, there you go. You're going to have more growth hormone, okay, over the next 3 to 4 months. So the goal, what's so powerful about these kind of anabolic approaches to exercise is it's going to help you burn fat and at the same time increase your master male hormones. Okay, so those are the two leading ingredients to having more testosterone, more human growth hormone, and overall just being a more fit and healthier man. So I hope just in wrapping up this video that this gives you just some things that you can do starting today to increase your human growth hormone level through exercise. If you did like this video, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up button for me. Let me know you like it. If you have any questions, there's a big comment box down below. Go ahead and just leave a comment for me. I'd be happy to answer any questions in another video like this. So this is my first time doing something like this, so please provide your feedback for me. I wish I had a fancier background here for you, but I'm just here in my office. So with that said, also please subscribe to the channel for me if you have not subscribed to the channel already. I tend to put out, workouts and a bunch of video content. I try to do that, a few times a week. It depends how busy my schedule is. So go ahead, subscribe to the video for me. And also one last gift. I've gone ahead and I've left you a free gift down in the description box below. It is my free 6 Deadly Sins of Cardio report. So if you are a man and you do not want to sabotage your hormones, whether testosterone, growth hormone, basically the hormones that make you feel like a man, by doing the wrong type of cardio, then go ahead and grab that report. Okay, the 6 Deadly Sins of Cardio. You want to avoid these mistakes at all costs. I explain more in that guide why I personally am passionate about it, how I had to discover the hard way how to avoid these mistakes so I can thrive with my fat loss, my muscle building, and of course my testosterone levels. So there you have it, you guys. Thanks for watching. Please share the video with any guy who needs to hear this, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.